learn something about lines and angles. It's going to be two-part video. The first part is going to cover details about lines and some of the angles, complementary, supplementary, intersecting lines, and maybe a linear pair. And later, I think we're going to talk about transversal in the separate video. It's a lengthy one, so I made it as two videos. All right, let's get it started. We start with actually defining what are the different types of lines, line segments, and rays are all about, right? If you see the picture here, I think whatever I've written, line and line segment and ray, a line is an infinitely long one. For visual representation, people usually use 2 points AB, and then like they put arrow in the both direction, which indicates that it's an infinite length line. Next, I think if you look at line segment is not something largely different. It's a part of it. The name itself indicates that it's segment, isn't it? It doesn't have a direction. It's just part of a line AB, and usually you won't put arrows on top of it. Now, rays is something interesting, the third one, right? To understand ray, like you have to visualize the candle in a room, probably a dark room, and light emanating from it. In the picture, if you see, like I think there is a candle and there is light emanating from it, like I think from all directions. So if you see the point of origin as O, OR, OQ, and OP are all rays. Now that we defined what you call rays, lines, and line segment, it's time to actually move on and see, like I think, what are angles and their properties, right? When two lines intersect, AB, let's say in the picture, like I think they create angle A and angle B. Angle A and angle B here are called vertically opposite angles. The best way to visualize this is by using two sticks, but if you don't have sticks, you can even think of like X and Y axis. What you try to do is you try to rotate the y-axis, keeping the x-axis same. What do you observe? The second picture, if you see here, as the y-axis is rotated, it makes an equal angle on the other side. So a y-axis is rotated by 60 degrees. It makes an angle of 30 degrees here. So if you see, there is a 60 degrees angle that is made with the original y-axis and also 30 degrees. I would want you to actually take two sticks and actually start rotating it. So you'll easily understand the concept of vertically opposite angles. In the other picture, I'm trying to actually rotate in the other direction as well. You can take this as an exercise and see like how this vertically opposite angle turns out. The next one is supplementary and complementary angles. Let's first define what is a supplementary angle and a complementary angle. A complementary angle, the best way to understand it is by visualizing a right angle. So you put a right angle and then intersect it with some kind of array. What happens is it leaves two angles, X and Y. In the above picture, angle X and angle Y, they're complementary in nature. So always remember that complementary angles are at a right angle. You divide a right angle and the resulting angles are complementary. What are supplementary angles? Right? You know like what a ray is, right? If a ray is standing on a line, it creates two supplementary angles. So a ray 0R, like I think is standing on line AB. So it creates an angle A and angle B. Angle A and angle B are said to be supplementary. So what is supplementary? A supplementary angle is one like where both of what you call angles together, the sum will be 180, whereas the complementary is where one angle, both of the angle sum is 90 degrees. So one way of looking at it is if angle X is one angle, and what is the complementary angle? 90 minus X. What is supplementary angle of X? It is 180 minus X. So in this case, like I think the last one, A and B are said to be in a linear pair. So now that you understood what is complementary and supplementary angle, let's try to understand the concept of linear pair. It's also called a supplementary angle is also called a linear pair. In some conditions, what are those conditions? A straight line always divides the entire plane into two set of angles, like one is 180 degrees on the top hemisphere and 180 degrees on the bottom hemisphere at the point O. So if two lines are intersecting, let us say lines L and M are intersecting. Let's say there are multiple angles that are formed. Always the two angles on the same line segment, they are what you call supplementary, and they are a linear pair. Like I think angle C plus angle B in this particular picture, and also angle A plus angle B is 180. In general, like if an angle X is given, what is the supplementary angle for that? It would be 180 minus X. And both angles would be in what we call a linear pair. It's also called a linear pair. In the next video, we're going to look into transversals and use some of these concepts to understand, like I think, what a transversal is and also how parallel lines and angles are created. Thank you. If you like my video, please do subscribe.